Last left our heroes, you were all getting attacked by slimes. The start of the initiative order is Mako, who is currently 10 feet in the air above this slime.
Also, I realize it is probably important to note, apparently my glaive does slashing damage, not piercing damage, which I know is important for slimes. My kin's deck, however, still does piercing.
I'm trying to think of how much of it was slashing damage.
I don't know. I figure we just go forward with me doing slashing damage.
We'll just go forward from here.
Yeah, because I don't have another way of tagging, so that's what I'll be dealing with.
Most excellent.
All right. So I will be trying to slice up the one in front of me then.
Go for it. Give me some rolls.
All right. Let's do my attack. Oh, I'm lagging. Okay. 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. And because I can, I will add on a... Nope, never mind. I was going to say I was going to add on a trip attack, but I realized you probably can't knock over a slime. So I'm going to not do that.
I don't think
you tried.
What way is up on a slime?
All right, that's going to be 8 damage slashing, and then I'm going to shoot the one in front of Katasha and Joe with the Kinsect because too close to shoot the one in front of me. 19 to hit that one.
That'll hit. Don't mind what's happening.
8 piercing. Yep.
8 piercing.
All right.
As you slice through this slime, it kind of warbles. And then you have split apart, and now you have 2 more. You have another slime.
This is getting out of hand.
There are 2 of them.
I will stay where I am in the air just above them.
Alright. Then we will move on to Joe. It's Joe's turn. What would Joe like to do?
Joe is not sure. If only I've had a full week to think about it.
If only.
I reckon it's not worth Fairy Fire just yet. I believe I've got Heroism on. Who did I do it on? I did
on me,
Heroism
I think.
There you go.
Was it? It was okay. Cool. All right, that's cool. All right, I'll keep concentrating on that. So I'll go forward to this guy. This guy seems like he knows what he's doing. And I hit. I'll do a Booming Blade. So that is a natural 1 to hit. Is its armor class 8 or less than natural 1?
Technically, you would still hit it. However, you rolled a 1. What are you attacking?
I think I was just going for a stab in the middle, and I don't know, it goes very wrong somehow.
Well, what are you attacking with?
Oh, my spear.
Your spear? Your spear is now inside the slime. It is yanked from your hand and pulled inside the slime.
See, this is where the rules get really weird, because I've got the thing called Returning Weapon, where the weapon rematerializes in my hand, so I don't know if I can cheat the system or whether it's just wedged in there. So
flickering in place. It's trying to come back to you, but it is gripped inside the slime.
Okey-dokey. And then I will use... Yeah, I know. And then I'll keep Hercules close by me, and he's going to do an attack as well. Force empowered rend. So I'm just going to have to roll real life physical dice for this one. To hit, that's a 16. With
If you're
dog,
it's gonna hit.
okay. Oh yeah. And the attack does 8 force damage.
8 force damage? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm adding a Mako here. We're gonna pretend that this is Mako. Just so you can also move him around as need be. There you go. You have control over Mako, who is also the same color as that tile, so I'm moving him over. Okay, that's an additional 8 to this one.
I might not be seeing what you're seeing. I'm a bit confused.
I think there's a little brown dog.
Oh, it's like invisible. Okay, cool.
It's a free asset. I'm gonna make him big. He's not actually this big, but it's just like I forgot that I needed to make something for Hercules, so there we go.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, that's fine. I just I didn't know what I was looking for. That's cool.
All right.
Okay, that's my go.
All right. It is Kitasha's turn.
So I have a clarifying question.
Yes.
Since the slime has metal in it, does it count as having metal?
Sure.
Like, if I use Shocking Grasp on the one that has the spear within it, do I still get advantage on making the hit because it is metal?
Sure.
Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to do that.
Go for it.
And boop. Go right up to it and do a little Shocking Grasp. So between 13
That'll hit.
and
Let's see. The 20.
beautiful 13. And that is going to be 2 lightning damage.
2 damage.
2 damage. Lightning.
All right.
And it cannot take any reactions.
No react. That's all right. Anything else?
Yes. And then I gallantly back away to the lever.
That's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's slime turn now. This one's gonna move a little bit. I'm gonna scroll a little bit. This one's gonna move a little bit. I'm gonna move our chat boxes over so I can actually move the other slimes. He's gonna move a little bit. He's gonna move a little bit and not shrink. Thank you very much. And then this one's gonna try to give Joe a little old hug.
I don't want that.
Dice out here. We are going to do an engulf. You need to F30 saving throw, Joe.
Mm. That's a 13.
Okay. You have successfully saved. You can choose to either be pushed back 5 feet or be pushed to the side of the cube 5 feet.
I'll take back.
Okay. Now, Mako is first going to get an attempted engulf by this slime.
All right.
Mako, X save.
Crit.
Move where you'd like to.
I'm just gonna move like a little bit. Just I'm still above them technically.
Okay. All right, and then this one beside you here is going to attempt to use a little pseudopod, little flaily arm to whack at you.
All right.
I don't think it does. A 14 does not hit, correct?
Nope.
It flares at you. It tries. It really does. It misses.
All right.
And now it would be Mako's turn once more.
All right. I will, in the air, smack the one on the right.
Okay.
Do 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice.
6 damage, slashing.
Okay.
And then I will use that movement to move far away that I can shoot the one on the left.
Okay, give me 1 second here. And we're just gonna... And shooting this one.
The
Over
one,
to the left?
the one that's still big, yeah.
Okay,
That's a 15
that'll hit.
for 6 piercing damage again. Okay. All right.
Anything?
No, I'm just hanging out where I am.
All right, it is back to Joe's turn.
Okay. Could I have my spear back, please? And follow-up question: would that take my entire turn to just pull it out?
It will probably take your entire turn if you're going to reach inside this slime and try to do a contesting strength check with it. But you can try.
Would you permit me a bit of...
Yes.
Sorry, your voice was cutting out there. What did you say?
The slime is pretty wibbly at the moment.
I don't know what that means. I'm gonna just try a bit of something experimental in lieu of nothing else working. I would like to cast the spell Catapult on my own spear. If you'll allow, the Catapult says it works as long as it's one object within range that isn't being worn or carried. So I don't know if you consider the spear to being worn as it's inside a different creature, but it basically says that it flies in 90 feet and stops if it hits a solid surface, which I intend to be a different slime.
That's a good question. Is Jello a solid or a liquid?
No, I'm not making it fly back to me. I'm like, fine, if you can't have it, someone else gets it, and I'm just yeeting it from one guy to another guy.
Catapult's a very good spell.
It's very silly, and I'm...
For it.
Okay, sweet.
You have to roll for Catapult.
It's dexterity saving throw, actually, for the slime.
So I would like to pull it out of the one right in front of me and try and hit one of the little ones next to Mako.
Okay. What type of damage is it? Just to remind me.
This will be bludgeoning.
Okay.
Once if it fails the saving throw, which will be DC 14.
Oh, you were so close, my precious slime. You were just 2 away from making it.
Alright, so I guess I ripped the thing out of one guy and potentially just embed it in a different guy. So,
yep.
I rolled nearly max damage. That's insane. 20 damage to the little slime next to Mako.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. I have to calculate this to make sure I'm doing the damage right on these.
Yeah, he has less than 1/4 of the original slime's health, right?
You killed my baby! He splatters.
Oh, nice. That means my spear's available.
Your spear stirs. It lands by me.
Sweet. All right. I'm gonna then use my.
And it comes back to you.
Oh, nice. Okay. You know what? Creativity wins sometimes.
Creativity
This
always
guy.
will. Let's be real here.
I will then tell. Yeah, I guess I'll tell Hercules to hit the one right in front as well.
To cast that while maintaining concentration on the other spell.
I believe if it's a non-concentration spell, you can cast.
Yeah.
Like,
Then you're good.
Yep.
Cool. I think if I tried to cast like Fairy Fire, which also takes concentration, that would be like it would then cancel the heroism.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm just rolling for Hercules. That's a 13 to hit the same big one in front of me.
13 to hit, that'll hit.
Okay, and then he deals 5 plus 2 damage. 7 damage. That's force damage.
That poor time. Alright, is that turn then?
I think so.
Alright, Kitasha. What would you like to do?
How gross did this slime look?
How gross?
Like how close does it look?
Oh, how bloody?
This one. Yeah. I can't call him like is he bloodied or anything because I don't think they have that.
He's
No
very wibbly. He's very
Very
wibbly.
wibbly.
This
Extra
is the
wibbly.
best descriptors I can use for slime. Let's be real here.
That's okay.
He's
Okay. He no longer has the spear, but that's okay. I'm going to move forward again and do another shocking grasp. That was so extra. Okay. That's a 19 to hit.
that'll hit.
And a whole 3 lightning damage.
Oh, he's shuddering a bit. He's like that jello on the end of the girl's spoon in Jurassic Park. He's a wibble. Is that turn, or are you moving at all? Or can you move anymore?
Yes, because that was only 5 feet. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Excuse me, right about there.
Alrighty. Now it is our slime boys' turns. These ones are going to double up and just run. They're going as fast as their little slime bodies can make themselves go. Which honestly isn't that far, but you know what? They're doing their best. Little one here is going to take a swing at Mako.
Look.
That's not going to hit. Bigger slime is going to move over and try to take a hit at Mako. It's not going to hit. Why are my boys rolling so low? This very wibbly wobbly slime is now going to take a swing at Joe.
I don't want. No.
Oh. Does a 21 hit?
It sure does.
Give me my dice. You take 8 damage, which
It's quite a
is
lot.
8 acid damage. And there's the 2 angrily. And then it's Mako's turn.
All right. I'm gonna smack the big ones since that's what I'll smack the small ones since that's what I've been doing.
Okay.
20 on that. It's just going to
That'll
be
do.
7 slashing damage. That's, I guess, the small one.
He swivels and wobbles and splatters to the floor.
All right, and then I shoot the big one.
All right.
Do 18,
That'll hit.
10 damage.
Damage. He's looking a bit wibbly.
My Kinect is out damaging my glade, which is remarkable.
Listen, that little bee is working overtime.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, Joe.
I would like to attempt another booming blade.
Okay.
So that's a spear attack. That's just not. It's a nat one again. Never mind. You know what? This is kind of nice because this accurately represents exactly how tired I feel right now.
What's gonna happen here? You're gonna go to stab, and you're gonna accidentally let go, and you're gonna through the slime. Still roll your damage. You get to still roll.
Thank you.
But it is now embedded in the wall, unable to be removed without taking your full action to remove it.
I respect that. I rolled a 8 piercing for the one in front of me, and that I am now spearless.
All right, is Doggo gonna do anything?
He hasn't taken any damage yet, so I think yes, he'll stay by my side and do an attack roll. 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 5 damage of the force variety.
He splinters to the ground around the bite of your dog. The dog kind of looks gross. Slime drips out of its maw.
He is like a dog who's gotten into like the secret jelly somewhere. The Jello. Right.
All right.
That'll be me.
Okay, Kitasha, it is your turn.
Okay. I have an idea. I have no idea how well it's going to work, but I have an idea.
Boy.
Kitasha is going to move into the water.
Okay.
And is going to mage hand. I think this one is the only one that's close enough.
Okay.
Is going to mage hand and slap it to try and draw it into the water. I'm so sorry. I can't tell if you're talking. All I hear is like gasps and maybe some laughter.
I'm trying to think of how to respond to this. It's gonna make a wisdom saving throw on whether or not it responds to your slap. It does not succeed. You have somehow managed to aggro this slime.
Yay! It's all I ever wanted.
Wow! Is that turn then?
As a bonus action, Kitasha is gonna yell out, I have an idea. Get the slimes in the water.
Okay. It's the slime's turns now. This one, which is aggro, is gonna just run right here. This is first. Thought it can go. This one is gonna keep on trekking towards Mako full speed, but he's not quite there yet. This one full speed going up this way. This one full speed. This one full speed. And that's the slime's turns. Mako, what would you like to do?
Alright. I guess I'll just I'll move down here and start smacking. I guess I'll smack the small guy so that I don't split the big guy quite yet, I guess.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
Work.
Only 6 damage.
It's looking really wibbly.
Alright.
It splits once more.
No.
But as it splits, half of it dies, and there's just a smaller slime.
Alright. And then I'll shoot the small slime with the insect.
Alright.
20 to hit and 5 damage.
The slime reaching out towards Kitasha sputters out into non-existence.
Alright, dead. Alright, we got it. Sorry.
No, wait here.
It's okay, now she's gonna just start smacking all the slimes.
I will actually use the rest of my movement to move towards the water to draw this one towards the water.
Okay. Joe, then. It's your sphere, by the way, is over here. If you want it.
Oh, that's really far away.
That's the
Okay,
wall.
I've got a plan. I'm gonna try something silly. I've got an ability from my telekinetic feat, which it allows me to push or shove a creature as a bonus action up to 5 feet. So I want to try and shove the one that's directly like down from me into the water.
Is there a weight for that?
It just says, as a bonus action, you can try and telekinetically shove one creature within 30 feet. They must succeed on a strength saving throw or be moved 5 feet. So.
Okay, they need to.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, they need to save. It's not automatic. Yeah.
Okay.
So DC 14 strength save as I'm trying to push it into the water.
Okay. My boys, you need to roll better. He gets pushed into the water.
Yeah, it's only 5 feet, so I don't know if it just means he like is close to the edge or like topples in or something, or just kind of awkwardly rolls like a cube. Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Rolls like
and then
a cube.
yeah, you know, but you can't make that sound weird. We literally roll cubes while we're playing this game.
We bounce
and
cubes.
then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll keep Hercules with me. He does look like a loaf of bread from my screen. I would then like to spend my main action to try and pull my spear out of the war.
All right, roll.
Strength roll. Hey! I did a thing. That's a 20.
There. Good
This
job.
is in character frustration.
Again.
And
Good
then
job.
I guess I'd move 5 feet here.
All right, Tasha, what would you like to do? Would you like to slap some more slimes?
I want to slap this guy.
You've aggroed that slime.
Excellent.
Anything else?
Let's see. Would it be persuasion or intimidation to try and aggro the other three? Or performance? I can definitely make it showy.
I think that you'd have to roll a really good performance check for me. Because these things have an intelligence of 1. They're not understanding.
Okay, that's not a 1. That's what I thought it was, but it's a 7. So 12. I don't think I have any extra.
You see slime. You're not sure if that's anger, surprise, sadness, or just wibbles.
Okay.
But they exist.
That's going in the campaign quotes. You're not surprised. You're not sure it's surprise, anger, sadness, or quibbles or wibbles.
Or if it's the Wiggles.
Only the old cast wiggles.
Yes. All right. If that is all, it is now the slime's turns.
Mm-hmm.
For this one, because you did manage to aggro it, is going to run right into the water.
Yay.
This one, confused, is going to slowly make its way towards the water. This one on the corner, though, is going this way. Move my little friend. This guy in the water shimmies and goes 1 space. And that'll end the slime's turn. Mako, what would you like to do?
Does the water seem to be affecting them at all?
They seem... Roll me a perception check.
$18.
It definitely seems to be slowing them down, and they seem to be having a hard... They seem to be really struggling to move in the water.
Okay.
You think they might hold their form.
All right. I'm gonna hop on top of this guy, smack him, so I can stay in the air. Do 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 9 damage.
Okay. This one, it starts like it's going to split in half, and then you see that it seems to be interacting with the water, and it just sort of slumps back together.
Oh, cool. All right, and then while I'm in the air, I will shoot. I will just shoot. I'll launch myself high enough that I can shoot the one below me. So I'll just do that.
Okay.
It's 14 to hit, and that's gonna be 5 damage.
Alrighty.
That's my turn.
Alright. Then it is Joe's turn.
Okay. So I can move up to 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still really far away from this dude. Bring him down as well.
Try striking your spear at it. Or...
Yeah. I've had very bad luck with the spear. The main reason I wanted to do melee just because I get a bunch of extra damage if I can do melee. But yeah, you're right. I may as well do something if nothing else.
Hey, it is up to you what you do on your turn. You could even try to act times.
I throw the spear at it. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
It does. 8 damage of the
And that is
piercing variety. The one directly south of me.
This guy here?
Yeah. And then, since my dog cannot do anything as a bonus action, I'm gonna just remind myself what other bonus action things I've got. Nothing special. Okay. No, I think that's me then. Most of my other stuff is closer range.
All right. Kitasha, what would you like to do?
You know what? 3 is good enough. I am going to move 5, 10, 15 feet down, which should be enough space to hit everybody with a level 2 thunder wave.
Mako, how high in the air are you?
10 feet.
I think Mako is... Yeah, with the 10 feet, I think Mako would be outside of the 15 feet.
Are you gonna thunder wave it?
Yeah.
Are you still in the water?
Not for long.
All right. Go for it.
That's not bad. That is 14 thunder damage. They need to do a DC 13 con check.
One of them makes it.
Okay, so they only take it was 14, so they only take 7.
And that is to this one, this one, and this one, correct?
Yes.
Let's see. And I'm assuming you're launching yourself out of the water with your bonuses there.
Yeah.
As the other ripples across all of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very nice. Is that all of your movement and action, or is there anything else?
So I with my wind magic, I could move myself 10 feet, and then I can move myself another 15 out of the water.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
Sounds good. It's Slime Boy's turn. This one is still, because he's so low intelligence, still making his way to the water. This one is going to continue rushing towards Joe. And this one here, this one's going to take a little wibble this way. This one's going to take a swing at Mako.
Try it.
Hey, Mako.
Do you hit me?
How's a nat 20 sound?
That'll hit me.
Ooh.
It swipes at you and hits you for 14 acid damage.
So 4 of that is my temp, and then I take 10 for my actual hit points. All right.
Mako's taking damage.
I'm fine.
And that slimes go. So now it is Mako.
All right. I will do my round again and hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Crit.
Nice.
All right.
Back, I guess.
All right. This is a public roll. This is a. I'm not. So that's 6 plus another D10. Let me roll that.
Mhm.
So that's 14 damage for that hit. And you know what? Because I can, it won't actually trip it, but I can still do a trip attack to add an extra 2d8 onto that.
Go for
All right. So it's another 9 damage on top of that. So that's for a grand total of 23.
He's looking for the wibble.
All right, and then I'll kinsect him.
Okay.
23
That'll hit.
and 10 damage.
This thing looks like it's barely holding itself together.
All right. And then bonus action, I'm gonna second wind to get my health back.
All right. Joe.
Hey, I'm back to full health again.
Nice.
I should have smacked you with more damage than I did.
And I get 4 hit points from heroism back, I think, right?
It's only
temporary.
10 hit points.
Right,
Yeah.
but still.
Okay. Me and Doug run down to this guy.
Okay.
All right. For the third attempt at a successful booming blade, let's see if I can do it. I rolled a 2 instead of a 1 this time for a total of 9.
That'll hit.
Yay! This is utterly insane. That's 10 damage, 10 piercing damage, and then I'm immediately going to back up. Actually, with so I probably wouldn't have moved the dog down, but I'm immediately going to back up, potentially taking an attack of opportunity if it wants to go for it. But I'm trying to get it to still keep moving towards me.
It's gonna miss.
Okay, all right. That's my turn.
All right. Hitasha, what would you like to do?
You said that the one by Mako is looking extra wibbly.
Oh, it's looking real wibbly.
Okay. I'm gonna go back 1 square into the water and do. Excuse me. And do another shocking grasp.
Go for it.
That's a 21. And 2 lightning damage.
It's pathetic, really, as it crumbles into jello cubes into the water. Not quite dispersing as well as what did on land. It's becoming hardened clumps, drifting. But it is gone. My poor boy. You have 3 slimes left. And
Okay.
you want to do for your turn?
That is it. I'll remain in the water.
Okay. Slime's turn. This one's going to take a bounding leap into the water. Landing him about here. This one's going to try to move towards you. And this one is moving up.
Okay, because it willingly moved, it automatically takes 5 damage, thunder damage.
That's fine. It doesn't mind. 'Tis an animal. 'Tis a bestial thing. It's gonna try to engulf Joe. I need a dexterity saving throw from Joe.
Okay, you know I'm so good at dexterity saving throws. That's a 5. Oh, we lost Anna?
You are going to take 10 acid damage and get engulfed.
That's really not good for me, actually.
So you are currently inside this slime boy.
The good news is I can hold my breath for at least 1 round.
And in your next turn, you can try to escape it for a DC 12 strength check.
Okay. By the way, we lost Anna, I think. Oh, maybe we didn't. Oh, sorry, never mind. It's just my screen is compressed it to only fit 3 people on here. Never mind.
All right. It is now... What was that?
I'm still here.
Okay. It is now Mako's turn.
I will swim a little bit, and then I will stab the guy in front of me.
Stab.
This is what Mako's very good at. 10 to hit.
That'll hit.
Uh, 8 damage.
Okay.
And I'll shoot it. 23, and that's 7 damage.
Okay.
And now I'm in the air. All right. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Joe, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Okay. That's 7.
So 7, you take 3 damage of acid
Joe
damage.
is unconscious and cannot do anything. He cannot summon his dog either. So from this point, control of Hercules turns over to you, Michaela. So like the rules is written at least. Yeah.
All right. Hercules, because he's a good boy, is going to try and drag you out of there.
Okay, nice.
The bestest boy by 1 point.
That's good.
He does manage to pull you out. You are no longer taking damage.
Okay, that's good. So I can just die normally.
Technically, can't Hercules make a medicine check?
I mean, he's not proficient in medicine. He can repair himself, and he can deflect attacks targeted against me with his reaction. But no, I don't think he's medicine proficient.
All right, that is the end of Joe's turn. It's Kitasha's turn.
It's me. This seems to be working out great so far. So we're just gonna move forward, and do another shocking grasp. That's a 12.
That'll hit.
Okay. And that's another 2.
Okay.
And then we're going to back away a little bit. There we go.
Okay. Turn? Good?
Yep, that's me.
All right. Slime is going to move forward and try to take a swipe at the dog. My slime boy, my dear slime, is going to overcompensate this attack, miss, and tumble into the water.
That's great.
Now, in any way that a slime can be, it is prone. This slime is going... Oh, this one's going to try to move towards Kitasha, and this one down here is going to try to take a swipe at Mako. It's an 18 hit.
It does.
Why did I put this dice back? Get back here.
I assume I lose the temporary hit points because you're unconscious, right?
Yeah, concentration's broken, so
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
You take 9 points of damage, Mako.
Okay. Sounds good.
It is now your turn.
All right. Seeing Joe down is a problem. I think Mako will spot that Joe is down and then shout to Kitasha, Joe's down, can you get him, or you want me to, or I can reach him if you can't.
Sorry, I had to mute.
You're good.
Yes, I think I can get him.
Okay.
Um,
All right, then I'll focus down the guys. Then I'll just keep wailing on the guy below me.
Okay.
9 to hit.
Yep.
Is that hit?
Yes.
Okay. I thought they had like an 8 AC. Yeah. 5 damage and another 9 on the Kinsect.
That'll still
And
hit.
7 damage on the Kinsect.
He's looking pretty warbery.
Alright. I'm going to use the movement on that to move me a bit this way. Alright.
Right. Joe, would you roll me a d20 as you roll your first death saving throw?
That's a 4, so that's a fail.
What memory passes across Joe's mind?
I think much maybe similar to the dreams. It's either a happy memory or maybe a hopeful thought of what the future might occur. But yeah, I believe it would be spending time with family, extended family, and yeah.
Okay. Hercules is rummaging through your bag.
Okay, cool.
It's Katasha's turn.
I'm not even dead yet, and he's already looting the body.
well, unfortunately, someone decided to die outside of my normal movement range. Very rude. So, because I'm pretty sure, like, just with my step to here, 10 feet away, which is extremely rude.
Don't you have Mage Hand?
I do have Mage Hand.
It slapped me awake from far away.
That's not going to help you from. Would you die from acid?
Yeah, you can slap me awake from acid.
In that case, I will move to here, the furthest I can get within 30 feet, and use prestidigitation to start cleaning off some of the acid.
Okay.
Nice.
You know what? I'll say that gives you advantage on your next death saving throw.
Well, thank you very much.
Is now the boys' turn.
No, it's not.
This one is getting up. Which it's still in water. You're not really sure what that means, but it is now back in the upright position. Each of these slimes is going to take a swing at Mako.
All right. This could be bad.
That's a 22
Hits.
and a 10.
Misses.
All right. That's only 4 damage.
All right.
And that is Slime Boy's turn.
All right. I will wail on the guy I'm wailing on just to focus him down.
Okay.
8 to hit. That's that's their AC, isn't it?
No, actually.
Really?
It's a 6.
Oh.
You guys could not miss it.
It's literally impossible for us to miss. Okay. Unless we botch.
But that is for a large ooze, that is the armor class in the booklet. So
That's 11 damage.
this slime dies.
All right, and I shoot the next one.
All right, which one?
The one that's now directly below me. So this is the one I was next to. So that's a 24 to hit and 10 damage.
Okay, he's looking lovely. All right, Joe with advantage. Roll 2 d20s and pick the higher.
Ooh, that's a 12. And a nat 1. I'm going to go with the 12, please.
Yeah.
You don't want the nasty natty?
You don't want to take the nat 1 and instantly die?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I be honest here? That was part of why I was like, when I was like, I'm going to prestidigitate him, I was like, I'm giving him an advantage because knowing Elliot, he's going to roll a 1 and kill his character.
Yeah, the fact that it showed up is pretty scary. That's my third nat 1 this combat. My three attack rolls against the slimes have been a 1-1 and a 2.
So, give us another memory of Joe's that passes through his mind.
I reckon it's I think it goes further back, maybe meeting Amelia for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
With a nice little meet cute in a shop, where she presumably kicks down the door or something, and demands a discount, as is the way as many adventurers. I'd say yes. I think some sort of coalition of memories relating to that sort of first encounter.
It's very good. Hercules. Hercules is desperately looking in the bag. His whole head is now in your.
You can't leave dogs like unattended for 1 second. They're gonna get into something. This is.
Kitasha, it's your turn.
It's me. I would like to do a medicine check to at least stabilize Joe.
Go for it.
First of all, I'm going to move to 5 feet, so I'm right up against him, and then I'm going to do the medicine check.
All right.
You know what? It's not a 1.
Oh.
But it's a total of 5. I know what I'm doing.
just putting band-aids in a big pile, like stacking them higher.
Trying to make a cute mosaic with your band-aids.
As you're
aesthetically cute,
it's not
but
going
not doing
well.
anything.
Hercules lifts his head from the bag, revealing the healing potion you guys got a while back in his jaw.
Yep.
It's slime turns.
All right, hit me.
They're both gonna swing at me. Well, this one's gonna get a little closer. Oh dear. There we go. Now they're both.
Dear Kalanine.
That is a 17
Hits.
and a 16.
Hits.
Five.
Okay.
Okay, so a total of 9 damage.
All right. I'm still awake.
Nice. You've been tanking a lot.
That brings it to Mako's turn.
All right, smack the guy below me. Just gonna keep wailing.
Okay.
Let's see, 11. That's gonna be 11 damage.
On the one below you?
Yep.
Okay.
And then consecutive for. See, that's a hit, so that's gonna be 9 damage.
He explodes.
All right. And I will move. It's a dangerous spot. I'm wondering if, yeah, I'll move to I guess right over the shore, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Joe, I'm gonna let you keep your advantage here.
All right. Thank you. That's a 17 and a 7. I will take the 17.
2 successes.
All right,
I want 2 successes and 1 failure.
2 successes. Give me another memory.
I think it goes even further back. Maybe like playing in the streets with my brother. The 2 of us like probably getting into trouble with some, by making too much noise or like too much tomfoolery. Maybe starting to just like have the hints of getting into tinkering and kind of the 2 of us messing around with piles of cogs and gears and such and trying to learning how things work.
Very. Hercules is gonna rush over to Kitasha because he does not have thumbs. He cannot get the cork out of this bottle.
I beg to differ. I have a dog who can get a cork out of a bottle without thumbs.
Hercules is too much. He does not know. He does not do this. He's just a baby. Now Kitasha's turn.
Okay. Kitasha will hold out her hand to Hercules for the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And if she receives it, then she will administer it to Joe. Possibly in the Advil gel, the gel things where you can break them open and massage it into the skin.
Excellent.
As opposed to forcing him to suffocate and asphyxiate because he can't swallow.
Yeah. Fair. All right. There's a brief moment where you think Hercules is gonna try to play tug with you with it, but he just lets go and lets you do it. Roll that healing. It is a standard potion.
2d4 plus 2.
So, 2d4, boop, plus 2. So we got a total of 5.
Nice. Okay. Thank you.
And Joe's awake.
He's
He lives.
probably not doing very well.
That's okay. Because guess whose turn it is?
All right. let's see. I am in a very lethal range right now.
Don't worry about it. He rolled a 5.
All right.
It's Mako's turn.
All right. Cleanup time. All right. That's a hit. And 7 damage.
Mhm.
Kinsect. Hit. 10 damage. 17 total.
How does this slime die? You take out the final slime.
Honestly, I think it's kind of just like a very furious, like exhausted, like flurry, and then the slime just kind of like dissolved into the water. Mako lands on the edge and is like, I'm imagining is like her fur is glistening like a sweaty horse. It's just like her entire fur is just soaked with sweat from that fight. I mean, she might even be steaming like a sweaty horse.
Yeah. Katasha's gonna help Joe get up, and then just be casting some prestidigitation on Mako.
Thank you, Katasha.
More so to hey, that's okay. I'm glad you made it out.
Yeah, I thought I was gone when that thing engulfed me. Everything went black. So, thank you. You both seem pretty hurt as well.
Oh, I'm fine.
Right. I'll
been touched.
I'll go over and cure wounds on Mako. That's 8 healing for Mako.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
All right. Honestly, I have no idea if it's safe, but I suggest we rest here just for even a short while.
Yeah. No,
We do need a rest and make sure that there's no infections or anything.
And
there's no greater shame.
I think Joe is very aware of the one of the tunnels. Like, I don't know if the tunnel's great. You know, where I saw the this apparition, and I think he's going to be extra aware. I said sit facing that one, not away from it.
All right.
Just by way of reminder, had we pulled this lever just below us?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did that do anything with the water, or was that what's called the slimes?
So the water that is below, that's in this little patch here throughout, is no longer flowing.
Okay.
And the distant water sounds that you had been hearing as you went through have stopped.
Okay.
You were looking at stones scraping when you pulled the lever for quite a bit of silence.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. I'm out of magic for today, so yeah, I think probably not a full rest, but even just a short one while we're here, and then maybe we can find our way back to the surface and double check if it's if what we've done has worked. I also did either of you see a woman, like an apparition or a visage, an illusion, perhaps a ghost?
Maybe when I was younger.
Oh, I meant in the last 5 minutes.
And no, we've been fighting slimes. I don't.
Okay.
We've been
you saw
fighting
ghosts
slimes since we knew.
You saw ghosts when you were younger?
Yeah. You see a lot of things when you're out on the water.
Suppose I've never traveled out by the sea.
Oh yeah, dehydration will do a lot to you.
I don't think I'm dehydrated, but I definitely saw something come out of that tunnel.
I mean, do you want to check it out? If it's
Maybe.
something nasty, I'm not going to be. I'm pretty depleted on magic. I can do some things, but
We should spend an hour or so resting up before we continue on. I can be back in fighting shape in about an hour. I just need to catch my breath and bind some or clean off some of this acid.
All right. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe after we've rested, we can just poke our heads down the tunnel or try and lift the grate and see what we can see. All right.
Yeah.
It all seems fine as you rest.
She says almost.
As we're resting, Kitash's. Yeah, as we're resting, Kitasha's gonna do constantly check on Joe and Mako to make sure that they don't have any infections. Like to a really concerning amount. Like constantly bouncing back and forth between the two of you to make sure that nothing is infected.
Katasha, don't forget to look after yourself as well. I appreciate it, but don't leave yourself out.
Oh, I'm fine. None of the slimes touched me.
All right. I do have one spare
would...
healing potion, so if you... Well, actually, no, I don't, because I just got used on me. Never mind. I'm sure you guys have healing potions, so...
Don't forget you can roll hit dice since we're doing a short rest.
Yeah, I rolled mine. It's
yeah.
I'm doing a lot better now.
Yeah, I'm only 1 point down now.
Kitasha, after slapping 2 slimes in the face, somehow managing to come out without any wounds.
Yeah. Mage Hand is the best. Kitasha just did a lot of guerrilla tactics and just...
Yeah, but you know, if nothing else, basing them into the water not only put them all in one area, but it also meant the because their move speed was already slow, this slowed them even more. So it kind of meant they were kind of locked down in that area, which is nice.
Yeah, I was not counting on that. I was mainly hoping that they would take extra damage from using lightning and thunder magic in the water.
They did. They took a lot of damage.
Yay.
I think the 3 of us are still fairly formidable, despite the fact that I was unconscious for a good chunk of that. I think we overall worked fairly well. I don't know many other groups of our size that could deal with that many enemies at once.
Yeah, that was a formidable challenge.
I think I still need to get better. I feel like I was lagging behind in many ways. I think I need to train more.
Sometimes the battlefield is against you, but you kept going. You kept trying. That's what's important here.
Thank you.
Are you sure you're not part orc? Kitasha looks at Joe.
No, I don't know what I am really.
You don't know what you are?
Well, my mother is human, and I am part rock. I have stony skin and resistance to things. I'm not sure sure how or why this happened.
Kind of roll history to know about Genasi.
Sure.
19.
Yeah, he's definitely, Earth Genasi.
All right.
You're shocked there's any human in there. They're not common.
Yeah, I don't think we've established anything about the Genasi at all.
I know. I'm searching through my mind, like, did we have an area they're from?
We really didn't.
You know what? They're Radiance. They didn't leave the Radiance very often. Yes, I'm also saying this. Hell was also a Genasi.
All right, that works.
Yeah, in everything I looked up, it was like, sometimes just a mortal can hook up with a Jinn, or it's you just have two Genasi parents. Don't think about it too hard. So.
No, that
yeah,
or
D&D is
they're
very good about being like, don't look.
yeah.
Usually my skin can actually resist blades, at least to a basic degree. It's part of the reason I can work with relatively dangerous items in my shop, or at least I used to be able to, without really injuring myself too often. But against acid, I don't think it really changed anything.
Yeah.
All right. I think if everyone's rested, perhaps we can just poke our heads down the tunnel, or see if there's see what's going on there.
Sounds good.
I will say, when you go up to the grate that you initially saw the woman, it is bolted down and soldered shut. The soldering is a more recent thing, but you notice, kind of just looking down, that each grate has been soldered shut. Even the residual acid that are on the bars didn't seem to do much to deteriorate the grating.
All right, we'll have to pull out the big guns.
In case we're not able to progress through this and we're not able to find anything, Joe, would you be able to disable the lever so that if the person comes back, they won't be able to reopen it?
That's a fantastic idea. Yes, I'll look into that now. I don't know if you're able to spot any weaknesses on this grate, but I'll look at the lever.
Yeah, I'll start looking for I'll start looking for ways to get into this wherever these grates lead to.
All right, Joe, you do not have a time constraint, so you just sabotage this lever.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll cut any wires I need to, and bend any metal, whatever. Yeah, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, how do you want to try to?
I guess I just want to do an investigation to see if because clearly, if they're welded shut, that means there's probably another way to get back there. Otherwise, whatever Joe saw either is trapped or is not related. So there must be a way to get back there, and if it's going to be important. So, do you want me to do an investigation check?
Sure.
All right, and I will probably tack on. I'll tack on a D8 just to try. Nope. All right, that's just a 6 total. So I don't find anything.
Yeah, you're looking at this and you're kind of stumped at it, because you're looking at it and going, even with our combined strength, you don't think you'd be able to pull this off. Though the thing that you do recognize is a feeling of familiarity in the residual magic that is in just behind this grate.
Like I recognize some of the magic?
Yes, because it gave you quite a fright just a few missions ago.
Hmm.
The same teleportation magic from which you were pretty sure you saw Quill.
Joe, you said you saw a woman?
Yes, it is someone I knew.
Do you remember any details at all, other than like their outline?
It looked like this may be more of a question directly to Michaela in terms of how
Yeah.
similar she looks to actual. I mean, like whether it was like a ghostly version or whether it was like straight up like just an illusion-looking version.
Eyes were glowing a different color. They were
That
glowing.
was it. Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, I'll relay this and I'll say it's actually my wife, but she looked wrong a little bit. Her eyes looked wrong.
Okay. I'm sensing a pattern then, because I get the sense that the same kind of magic residue is the same that I recognized from the manor when I saw one of my old colleagues. But you saw someone important to you. I can't imagine that's a coincidence.
Do you think we're
What
being targeted? Sorry, go
on. Michaela, do you think it would be a religion check to see or a history check? I think I have the same stats in each of those, so it doesn't really matter which one. Yeah, to see if there's any sort of precedent for like a kind of like a changeling, someone who looks almost like someone else.
Yeah, history check.
Okay, here we go. -1. Woo, 8.
You're pretty sure they exist? Like, not in a fae sense? Though it could be fae. You know, everyone's always talking up these fae creatures. But, no, you're pretty sure that there's a species that are just even, I think, referred to as changeling. Though you feel like they're usually pretty pale. But that's the only thing that you can pick out, that you can think of.
So, back in character. So, are we looking for like a doppelganger? Or like a legged siren? They're pretty rare. But we're by water, so it would make sense if you saw a legged siren.
I think we're looking for something that may either it appears different to different people, or something that's able to reach into your mind and pick out a form from your own mind. Because there's no way that randomly there would be someone from my past and someone important to Joe just be randomly chosen.
I think we're being targeted. I think maybe someone has it in for us. Unless it's some sort of magical effect that makes you see the person you want to see, maybe.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because, I mean, no offense to us, but I don't think we could have attracted this kind of attention yet. Sure, as we progress forward and make more of a name for ourselves, but at this point, we haven't made any enemies, really.
Well, we haven't really talked to anybody either.
And
I know I'm not from.
We may have angered the mimics.
Do you think a mimic can be a person?
I don't know very much about mimics, but I wouldn't put it past them.
I don't know why not. I mean, they come. We saw just from the manor how many different forms they can take. Why couldn't they take the form of a person?
And considering how many we destroyed of their kind in the house, they're probably quite mad at us. Maybe they've conspired. Or maybe it is the Fae. It's hard to know. Joe's going to make an implicit bias check. Let's see.
Insight yourself on your own race, your own species.
You heard first, folks. Joe also shares that fear of the Fae folk that everyone else seems. Ugh.
Well, if everyone else hates the Fae, it makes sense. Well, if everyone else is doing it. All right, let's head back to the surface. I think let's check out whether we've actually successfully sorted this river problem out.
Yeah,
and we'll sabotage anything else along the way.
Yeah, with the water level slowing down and potentially stopping or lowering, we might be revealed along the way.
Yeah. So how are we getting out?
The ladder.
Well, wasn't that by the section that was removed from the river?
No, it was separate. The ladder was separate from the opening.
I thought it was right inside.
No, it's the same cavern, but it was a little ways away from the opening.
Okay. I hope you're right. I don't like to be underground more than I have to.
So continuing on?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you walk through your, puzzle of your word puzzle that you did. It's all unlocked and everything. It seems you're pretty sure it only actually sets when you are coming in through the other door. So you walk through, no issues, no setting off any arrows this time. You walk through the hallways, and it seems like all of the fire traps were also turned off.
Okay.
Nice. It's good to know.
But walk towards. Yep, you can see it's quite dark in here now, and you can see that the panel of stone that had been pushed under is now back into place. There's no more water falling in. The ladder is still over in the corner, and you can climb up it.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Up and out.
Yay.
Merge. You can see that the water is now flowing smoothly.
Nice. I think, even though we just rested.
Missing. You're not sure where that log went.
It probably got washed away.
Mm-hmm.
No, so I think Joe, at least, even though we've just come back from a rest, I think Joe will still sink into a just kind of collapse and just enjoy the view of the river for a few minutes. Yeah.
Maker will spend a bit of time making the entrance, the ladder, more visible, so that if we have to, if this happens again, we can direct someone back here, and they'll be able to find the entrance easier. So, I'll chop, I'll use my axe to clear some of the brush or mark a tree or something like that. But I want to make the entrance very much visible.
Yeah, definitely you can. Sorry, don't my camera as I try to plug in my phone to make sure I don't have the same thing happen that happened last week. Yeah. Does Katasha want to do anything throughout this time while Joe's enjoying the water and Mako? Oh, there goes my phone. Mako is making you. Here is the entrance.
I think Kitasha will just spend time at the edge of the water and clean whatever, I don't know, 2 drops of sweat she's gotten this entire time. And just make sure that she herself is clean.
There. She is always so clean.
Mm-hmm.
She is the wonderful, wonderful Disney princess.
Very Disney princess coded.
Time passes. Mako, you're able to make it a pretty clear. Here it is. There's an entrance to something here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think you'll have too much issue with it getting, reopened because of Joe sabotaging the lever. But just in case, you've got it all set, and you've also marked down on a map the location.
Yeah.
So that you can the guild in case anything like that happens again.
Honestly, I figure when we get back, we'll tell the guild about it, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they send a survey team to see if this usable for their own purposes, kind of thing.
Potentially.
Especially if there's some historical value potentially, if it's it was over 100 years old, I believe. So
and the Templar, we're a wide spanning organization. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some potential artifacts in this facility that could be researched or put to use.
Yeah.
With more time,
Won't they be mad?
Suppose. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
With more time, I would have liked to explore it myself, but I think given the denizens we had to encounter, I think it's probably best that we leave someone a bit more qualified to deal with it.
I concur.
All right. Do we want to head carefully back to the guild and report our success?
Yeah, well, let's head downstream, make sure there's no other obstructions.
Yes.
Yeah. As we move downstream, Kitash is going to call out to the bird friends that were initially flying upstream.
Mm-hmm.
See if anyone to kind of spread word through the aura, the bird aura, that the water has come back.
Yeah, as you go to do this, you look up and you can our raven friends and our crows. There's quite a lot of them hunkered around the trees around you guys, just watching. Heads tilting, chattering amongst themselves as you let them know, yep, the river's all good, let your friends know.
Mm-hmm.
See a couple of them with little happy hops before taking off. But some still stick around and watch you, while others fly off to, you presume, let everyone know.
Mm-hmm. Definitely nothing malicious here.
Oh, they're happy little crows and ravens. That
Yeah,
totally.
I can definitely see the. Sorry?
Go ahead.
I was just saying I could definitely see the Disney princess influence.
Listen, Kitasha was not made to be this way.
And yet here we are.
Here we are.
All right, let's get back to the guild.
Okay. So unless anyone rolls anything too badly, I'm going to go ahead and just say if you guys could each give me a survival check and perception checks for your journey back.
Survival is a 7.
Joe.
Perception is a 9.
Joe and Mako are both really struggling on this way back.
A better perception.
The perception is great. I'm talking about your survival.
We're tired. What do you want?
Exactly.
Oh,
Took a lot of
wait.
damage.
I totally forgot to add another d4. Okay, so survival is going to be 14, perception is going to be 15.
Okay. Yep, you guys are able to do the 2-day jaunt back to your vehicle.
We get a long rest.
Huh?
We get a long rest.
Yeah, you'll get your long rest.
Yay! I'm just pre-marking my spells.
And with your perception checks, especially Mako, who, despite being so bone dead tired that she keeps stumbling her way through this forest, manages to avoid any more spider incidences or, there's been a lot more wildlife since all of the wildlife is now flooding back to where all this water is. They're slowly moving back into their normal territories, which you notice some things seem to be bickering amongst themselves about, well, this was once mine. You see a couple beavers that seem to be having some form of dispute with some bobcats, but that's not your business. Yeah, you're able to make it back to the car just in time. You can see, let's see. You had a brief moment of wondering if the same, oh no, why is the species name escaped me? Thrycreen.
Thrycreen?
Yeah, you expect to see the same one, but you don't. Today, it seems like they sent out they must be sending them out to just keep an eye out for whenever it is that you'll be back. Today is a nice jewel beetle sitting there, very colorful shell, and he's just sitting in the vehicle, just waiting. He sees you. The door opens.
Could you take us back to the guild, please?
There's some chittering. If you're going, are you getting in the vehicle?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make
As long. Go ahead.
I said, Mako will, in Thrycreen, again, thank him for waiting for us.
He mentions it's no worries. Keeps him out of the roads for longer.
Fair enough.
Was there something, Anna?
I think this is me being paranoid as opposed to Kitasha of making sure this is actually a vehicle from the guild waiting for us as opposed to some other nefarious Fae person.
It does not seem, there is nothing about it that should make Kitasha feel nervous.
Okay.
The man didn't ask our name. He didn't offer us any food. We're okay.
He didn't ask for the password.
And as the door shuts, he begins the trek back and, watching out the window. Yeah, you're going the right way. As you make your way towards the guild, having completed a new mission at your first mission as Star 1 guild member.
Wow.
We're getting pretty good. Not too bad, guys.
Okay. Well done, well done. No, you do not level up yet.
No.
But you can make it back to the guild in record time. Yeah. No issues seem to be happening. You can go through and report back to Talos or whoever really of the guild masters that you'd like to speak to.
Yeah.
I suppose Talos would be a good place to start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Miko wants to emphasize and highly encourage that they send the team to fully explore the facility. That there may be, valuable artifacts and or knowledge that the Templar had there.
Yeah. When you go into Talos' office, you see now, you never caught their name, but there is a owlish-looking Aarakocra who was speaking with Talos and gazes at you, and her eyes look like just starlight. Just like stars and a black sky. And when she hears you talking about this, she quickly turns and mutters something to Talos before rushing out. And you realize that you have now given this guildmaster a whole new set of things to go investigate. As you realize that was the, what many of them refer to as the librarian, but you believe that she is the guildmaster over clerics and paladins.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. I would love after session if you've got it to hand some arts dropped in the if you have art ready for that character.
I do have art for her. Actually, my iPad is over here, so I can do that if you guys want to.
Only it's convenient. Like you could do it in between sessions. I think we'll properly catch up and just do a full mission debrief with Talos. Telling him basically just everything that happened, especially focused on the old Templar infrastructure.
It's quite interesting that would open up again. We haven't had any issues with any subterranean Templar buildings for quite some time.
And it's odd someone was trying to power something. We were not able to decipher what it was, or they were using the water for something at the very least, but that wasn't clear from what we could see, so it might be worth a larger investigation.
Yes, I definitely agree, and you already... As I go through and find my character's name again. One moment. There she is. You sent Gertrude into quite a frenzy. She will take care of it. She will definitely be looking into everything there. She'll probably take a couple others with her as well. Rest assured, it was very carefully combed through.
Let us know if you need any wayfinding or any other anything we can do to help.
Of course, no worries, and please be sure to replenish your supplies before you take your next mission.
It's a good idea. I think a day of rest wouldn't go amiss.
Quite. Slimes can be quite troublesome creatures.
Especially when they swallow you.
Yes, quite. I'm sure you all could use a great rest. Feel free. There are a few new missions that have been added to the board since you left, but don't worry about those now. Go take your rest, and you can go ahead and observe those in the morning.
Thank you. Joe is wondering whether he says anything about apparitions. Just by way of reminder, what's Talos? Is Talos just like the overall guild master?
Yeah, he's the head guild master, and he is also over what would be the ranger class.
Okay. I think I say to him in a roundabout way, do you know which guild master might be the best placed if we wanted to ask some questions about apparitions, some sort of figures in the mist type magic?
Figures in the mist. What quite do you mean by that? If you're meaning illusion magic, you could... Gertrude or Yaga would both be possibilities. If you're thinking specifically something hiding in the shadows, there's also Zarok.
I'm not 100% sure. Twice now, we've encountered like a glimpse of some character. The first time it appeared as one of my old like army mates, and they all there was left afterwards was a faint teleportation magic. That same teleportation magic was left after Joe here saw someone quite close to him. Just a glimpse, though. Again.
Who did you two see?
People that were involved in the guild previous.
Names.
I saw. I didn't give him a rank, did I? Oh no, I forgot. I don't know if I ever gave him a rank. Hold up, I need to look this up. 1 second. Joey first.
While you're looking that up, I'll say I saw Amelia.
I'm gonna wait for David.
What's below captain?
Lieutenant.
Is it?
Or lieutenant.
Or right tenant.
I believe it's first mate if you're on a ship.
Captain is first lieutenant, so it would have been So I saw second lieutenant Pietro Roca.
We lost contact with those two several months ago. They went on a mission quite high ranking, along with Drine. Drine? Is that right? Anna? No.
Darren?
Darren, thank you. I keep getting names and I'm like...
There are so many names.
Yeah. Those three, along with your commander, were on a mission together and have gone AWOL.
I figured that they would. I haven't been able to contact Amelia for a long time, and I just assumed it was a big, dangerous mission or something.
This is not public knowledge. We've been trying to track them down, and we have not seen them this entire time. The fact that you have seen them is an incredibly big deal.
I think
the
scary part is that we don't know if it's them.
If it is them, I can't say I'm surprised that you're having difficulty finding them. Our particular unit, both Ritsuka and our General Ritsuka and Pietro, and we were all in a focus on stealth and counter ops missions. I'm not super allowed, or I can't disclose much about what our stuff was, but we were not being found was our specialty.
Yes.
So if Pietro and Ritsuka were involved, that might be part of it.
There's also been increasingly concerning reports of magical items and Fae involvement and some things that have been concerned. I don't mean this as the Fae are here and there. This is not. I'm talking about the realm of the Fae opening into our world.
That sounds bad.
If you two have seen some of these people, I want you to continue working as you did. You are not high enough rank to take on the same mission that they had or to go to where they were. I am sorry, Lieutenant Mako, but you are not a high enough ranking officer here. However, I want you to continue to do missions, and if you've seen them once already, you've done more than we have. I want you to continue to look for them. See if you can figure anything out while you're doing other missions, and as you continue on through the rankings, I will tell you more about what has happened. But I've disclosed to you what I am willing to at this point.
I understand.
I think.
Of course.
And I am sorry. I understand that this is a tough time for us all.
Can I just do it? Would you mind, maybe as a final roll of the session, just do a quick insight into this guy? I guess sure. I'm wondering how honest he's being generally, how upfront. Well, yeah. 13?
There's no deception here.
Okay.
None that you can see.
Are you sure he's not trying to pull a Grandmaster what's-his-face from the Fable? The first Fable game?
I've not played.
Oh, no.
But that is where we will end our session.
All right.
By next session, you'll have more rumors about each other that you could choose to discover or not.